the man, yes sir, they killed the bear barehanded so the people won't forget it. Getting money for our label to drink. I care what a broke nigga think.
Just like the pack of Lewiz.
Look, everything I do so cold. I can do this, both eyes closed. Too short, I stay on my toes. About that guap boy, anything goes. Help the bear if we outside. Help the bear if we outside. Still tipping, baby, nothing changed. We still grinding over here, yeah. Still sliding through my own lane. Shorty, nothing funny over here. Dollars rain everywhere around me. Dream to get money. Made it through the storm, living sunny. Dreams came true, now we eating. I got more dreams to chase, gotta reach them. Trying to put a team together like the Hunger Games. Everybody grinding cause we all came from hunger pain.
Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta hold it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people? Today, all year, coming with another wonderful episode of That's Right, I Ain't Gonna Take You No Lies. Thumbnails. We into that anime, that animation, all that good stuff. We're gonna have a good time. I'm not by myself. We're joined by, we'll have another esteemed guest, but right now, right over here, you know this gentleman as one half of the dynamic duo of the South. I present to you Keith from Blerdish.
Appreciate the intro as always. It's good to be back on a Friday talking about something animated, but take a little break, diversion, because a certain show that Mike don't like has diverted us way off track.
Way off track.
DC, I need y'all to do better. But that's all right. We're talking about some Demon Slayer. We're gonna have some fun.
Talk about the Commodores. Talk about
or the Commanders. I don't know, whatever that team in DC is called. Or something.
Oh man. Talk about Commodore. Talk about Zenitsu. Talk about Nezuko. Talking about
hey man, I call him Tanjiro.
Huh?
I don't worry about the last. I go by the first name.
So you ain't talking about Commodore, right?
Yeah,
you want Tanjiro.
Tanjiro. I forget his last name is Commodore. I'm like, are they messing up his name? Like,
every time they say Commodore, all I can think about is the Commodores. That's all I can think about. And I'm like, yo, he got a singing group too. Like I'll be like, he got a singing group. Like it's just like on the low though, like you don't know on the side he got a singing group. But later on in the show, we will have a guest, esteemed guest. Can't wait to bring him through. But we're talking about Demon Slayer season 2. You know what I'm saying? We just got that wrap up in. So your boy had to come through and get the binge on because I'm not doing weeks to week. All right? I ain't doing that. I was like, the season over? Cool. Let's see what we got.
It's real.
I got to watch like a really cool long movie. And I'm going to throw it to the gentleman, the esteemed gentleman from The Boot. How do you feel now that you've seen the end of season 2? How do you feel about Demon Slayer?
I almost want to throw it back to you because I kind of want your take, but you know what? I'm a guest. I ain't gonna be rude. First of all, because I know you have some points, but
yes.
But since I'm the guest, since you hosting, bro, I love it. Look, this is one of those, sometimes when you are a fan of something, I don't get mad if somebody don't like what I like, unless they just being, a butt about it and all that. And I don't really come across that too much. I just kind of avoid that. Like, shout out to the homie Gamma Ray. I always mess with her about her One Piece fandom. Cause I'd be like, I just mess with her. I'd be like, One Piece ugly. Like, I don't want to get to. I just be like messing with her, but she like, I believe in what she said. She's like, hey, that's one piece for me to love. So for me, for Demon Slayer, I don't care who don't like what or whatever. It is about a 9.9 for me. That's how much I love it.
Right.
And I got into it, just briefly about season 1. The binge is great because it's like a big roller coaster ride as it feels. You pull out
I'm like, you pulling out the like trying to take me out?
I'm like,
on my show? I'm like, I'm trying to conduct a show. Yeah, I'm getting shot down.
Just a little blue zap or something.
That's
Pop
how they
out
do
of
you,
nowhere.
boy. They take you out.
But as far as overall the season, as far as season 2, now for me, I don't really count. I guess you can count the movie Mugen Train. See, I went to the theater to watch it. I even had a watch party for it.
So, I watched it at home.
Look, I watched it with friends and outside, and I watched it in theaters. That what got me to go back to the theaters. So I like there's nothing that can stir me from it. It's my favorite anime at the moment. Next thing will be My Hero Academia, but I love the colors of it. I love the flow of it. I love even the sub. Like this is maybe not say a sub guy because I'm not no sub snob or nothing like that. But I couldn't wait to watch it. I didn't want to wait, so I got into it.
Okay.
I really love.
I feel you.
So like I'm a fan. You know, I don't have much of any problem with it. The only thing I'm going to consistently don't like is the Netsu because I deal with him because okay, cool, until he becomes sleepy and whatever. But
yeah, sure. I feel you. Shout out to the chat, Malcolm Lee, Thomas D, Geeky Andre. Geeky Andre says Demon Slayer is so dope. They did the Mugen Train arc and the Entertainment District arc justice. Now I don't read any, so I don't know that side. So but I will say when it finished the season, when I finished the entertainment, the Entertainment District arc, I was like, man, yo. And a lot of people doing it like they doing it right now in these streets. And I would almost say that as far as the King of the Hill right now, like as far as being on some cinematic stuff,
there you
Demon
go.
Slayer coming through it.
Come on with it. Yeah,
Demon Slayer coming through. Now I do have to ding you, but I'm gonna ding you later. But right now, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, yo. You know what I'm saying? You're making me proud. I feel good. You know what I'm saying? I was feeling bad, but then I ended up feeling extremely good at the end of the season. So
okay,
I will say I think they were able to make up for their grave mistake, if you will.
Grave mistake. Wow.
All right, so you know what? I'm going to say what the grave mistake is now, because Demon Slayer isn't the only person isn't the only show that's ever done this. If you're going to make us go out and watch a movie, then let the movie be the movie. Don't make us then have to go and retread that movie in the season. I hate doing that. Because now you double dipping. And you wasted my time. Because I done already went and seen it. What's so special about going to see the movie if you just going to put the movie in the season? Just make us two. I hate that. And they're not the only ones that have done that, but I hate that. I've always hated it. Will always hate it. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste my time.
Can I give another side of that?
Go ahead.
First off, I'm gonna agree with you to a point. I get totally what you're saying. This and that. I know you're gonna disagree with this now. And I actually looked it up, just coming across it. The first one, I'm gonna zag a little bit. The one that did it, because for one, the movie didn't come out right. In fact, the movie introduced the series was Boruto. I know I watched Boruto. I'm one of the few crazy people out there that do it. The movie was dope. The movie is you should watch the movie. If I will say this, if you're a Naruto fan and you finished, shipping in, watch The Last and then watch Boruto. The other Naruto movies don't really matter. But watch those two. But Boruto, they actually got to a point where the series started before the events of the movie. They actually took time to add more characters and to flesh out parts that could be fleshed out, and they actually added to the series to show a little bit more of other villages, different things, and to go along with the story. So, in other words, they didn't change much they did kind of double dip in Demon Slayer. I'm gonna go ahead and dig them a little bit. They changed a couple of things.
And
They changed a couple of things. It was some animation, some music, some editing stuff. But for our brother here, NERDSoul, who is all into that, it might have been a little taffy pulling. They know they had a hit. They got the money. And if you know anything about the owner of UF Table, or however you say it, I know you got to flow it together.
Ufotable or something like that. Y'all know I'm not Japanese, so I'm not even going to front like I know how to pronounce it. But y'all seen the word.
It's just
Ufotable table, whatever it is.
It's Ufotable for some reason, but it's like I always see UFO table, but Ufotable. Yeah. But the dude is he was laundering money. He got dinged. I think he beat the charges and he's straight now or something.
He beat the charges. He's straight now.
Legit.
He off that narcotic.
Well, hey, he was supposedly money laundering to beat the crookedness of the anime industry and how you got to move your money. And there's some other stuff, but they said he had money like laying on the floor when people come to his house or something. It was some wild stuff. Like, I guess this is what you got to do to have a good anime. You got to be insane. But because he didn't. But I think he was actually kind of loyal to his staff. He's like, I don't want to lose staff because this is how this works. So all I have to say is, yeah, they might have got away with stretching it a little bit. But for me, since I already watched the movie and I like the theatrical cut, I didn't really want to say, I'm going to go back and watch it. I didn't need to rewatch those episodes because it does meld in together. You're still going to get like 90% of it's going to be the theatrical cut, but they had to do some things to edit it to fit for TV and other stuff.
And then when you do stuff like that, what you end up is kind of retconning your own product, which you've already made people come out and buy tickets for.
I would say retcon. But they make you
they didn't retcon things, but they definitely it's like I don't like it.
I agree with you. Let this be a lesson. This should be the only time you do this. But sadly, if a series is popular and if that story in Japan, this happens supposedly more than what we know. But it's just these are one of the big things that crosses over. So we don't always see that, but it's supposedly a thing. So like I say, I know it's a thing with Boruto, but that actually helped the series because they did. Now what Boruto and them did, they did a lot of changes that filled in the gaps. And the moment that the fight needed to happen to where it needed to happen, it switched to like the theatrical animation. You can see a little bit, so it worked.
So the thing that I've always disliked about it is because you treat your fans essentially like they're disposable, and that's not a guarantee in today's industry. You know what I'm saying? That's not a guarantee. And on top of it, you end up diluting your own brand. Ask me how interested I am in going or making any haste or paying any money to see the next Demon Slayer movie. Not. I'm like, I'll just wait till season 3 or season 4 or whatever, because I'm like, they're just gonna redo it. So I'll just wait. Ain't no rush for me to go out no more because I know. Look, fool me once, all right, but fool me twice. I'm like, look, nah, I ain't going. Look, they even got me looking sideways at the Jujutsu Kaisen movie. I'm like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. And that's a whole other property. And I'm still like, I don't know, bro.
It comes out next in March, but season 3 don't come out till next year or season 2. So, I'm just saying, if you do go out to theaters, I don't think you're going to regret it. for that.
Yeah.
That's
So,
just me. I'm just throwing it out there.
and then
I don't
then
think
I
I'm
also
gonna-
think another thing, regardless of what happened in the anime or not. And Geeky Andre says real quick, the first episode of the Mugen Train arc did add a little something. The rest was the same plot as the movie. Yeah, and I guess I'll go in and say this: the thing that is so corny about it is like there's a part of me that also feels like y'all realized real quick that Rengoku was a hit. It was like, all right, let's see if we can milk a little more out of the Rengoku thing. Let's see if we can milk a little more.
I will
Like,
say this.
I feel like y'all milked your boy's death a little bit too much.
He's dead, but I'll say this: he ain't coming back. So sorry. So you gotta fit it in the right way. They did a little prequel. They
did their best to try to milk that death. I was like,
hey, I'm gonna add more to it. As a bookseller, I have the Rengoku story of him and the other Hashiro when they became Hashiras, and they put that just came out. I sold a couple, so people love Rengoku, but he ain't coming. This is kind of it. So
trust me, they'll do some kind of prequel or something, be like the Chronicles of Rengoku or something like that, or Flame Hashira returns or something. They'll do something.
Give it to me. You listen.
I'm just like, look, come on.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Let's go in and get the whack retread out the way. Not because the actual animation was whack. The premise of doing that to your fans is whack. So let's get that out the way. Let's talk about this entertainment district.
Thank you. I was about to say, honestly, I didn't rewatch the retread. You didn't like the retread at all because it's a retread. I get it. The season really starts for me and for us who saw the movie, entertainment district.
Yeah. Now let's talk about that entertainment district. Okay. I'll get this out the way. If you're going to do something in like basically a red light district, but you know that you're essentially like an all ages property, just don't do it in a red light district, because you're not going to be able to show, red light district-y stuff. So it's a waste of your time. It's like that PG-13 movie that wants to also have the strip club scene. It's like, dude, just don't do it. Just have them be somewhere else. Because now we're gonna watch this watered down strip club scene. Just don't have it. Just have them somewhere else. It's like, ooh, this is the red light district. And like the first episode is like, oh, look, it's gonna be shorties there. And then when you get there, you're like, ain't no shorties gonna be here. No, hold on, we do got Thomas D coming through right now. He about to mob up in here real quick. But go on and take that on, my dear brother.
I'm not gonna necessarily knock you or whatever. I didn't need it one way or the other, and I wouldn't say I know it's a shonen, but it's still like kind of leaning towards 14 ages and up, but it's still younger. And then also, I don't know, I'm not trying to be no weed, but Japan, they talking about their history or whatever. But we ain't got time for dancing ladies. We gotta look for the missing wives. And we gotta
look for these demons, right?
And that too. So it's like it's like wink wink. You know what these houses do. All right. Yeah. And you know what's going on. They smooth. Look, they went through that so smooth, like
yeah.
Like,
so that's because I only have two dings for the entertainment district. That's one. The second one is when the big fight happened, and oh my God, was it good? Y'all went from apparently a hustling, bustling, thriving, large city of people to like it was one I don't know, like one apartment building, and that was it. Everything else slam empty. Now, of course, they threw that line in like, oh, you evacuated. Dude, to evacuate all those people that we saw at the beginning, I'm like, yo, you lying. Like, you lying. But that's my only ding, my only knock, is that good and well like you wanted to be like, oh, they fighting in the city. They ain't fighting in the city because all these people just disappeared.
I
Like
admit I
they
didn't
are
catch the
blowing
line.
up full buildings, bruh, and like
I
ain't
admit
nobody
I
in
didn't
them.
catch the line. I was like, man, everybody dead. I was like, good Lord. I was like, they killed everybody. Cause the buildings up, they flat that time. Ain't no more red light. It's brown rubble. It's what it is now. That's how.
Yo, man.
So definitely the best part of it. I'll say that. If the whole town ain't gone, she was in like the flyest part of it. That part. That's like if Bel Air was blown up. Los Angeles gone.
Cause I was like, where everybody at? Also real quick, shout out to Thomas D if you up in here. Cause I can't see. He might be getting his audio.
I'm up in here.
All right, cool. So
can you hear me?
all right, yeah, I can hear you. So Thomas D,
how you doing, Thomas?
Hey, what up, Pat? What up, Blerdish?
All right, so go on and give us your thoughts. Your thoughts after you saw the final, the final episode of season 2. How are you feeling about Demon Slayer?
So, Blerdish or me?
Oh, you go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't seen the second part. I've seen the part where they pretty much redid the movie, and I don't know how much y'all covered. Man.
Oh no, go ahead.
Okay. From what I saw, man, you talking about a show with amazing graphics. Like, the dude that's the main character? Even though he cry a lot, which I don't get. Like, man, why is he so soft? Why is he so soft? I'm like, dude, this dude, you got they demons, man. This dude, you got to do. He is so soft.
Bro, they demons.
Like, you heard me, Thomas. You heard me, man.
I was going to talk about the tears later.
I love Gohan. I love Gohan, but he worse than Gohan. Gohan on the cell arc, he went ham. This dude cries about every person he goes against.
Mr. Thomas, let's not bring up that anime in this beautiful anime. This is keep these apart.
All right, now I will say this. They do be crying, and they be crying. They be like the illest. Why does Demon Slayer does have like some of the illest tears. Like yo, are they dehydrated after they finish crying? Like they got like, yo, y'all need to drink like a whole pint of water after y'all finish crying.
And your life is on the line. You ain't got time to be macho. Life is being lost. Blood is being sucked and cut, and body limbs are flying everywhere. A few tears might come out.
A few?
And Tanjiro might pray for you before he kills you.
Man, that's enough for me to fill up a car.
Yo, bruh.
Hey, Tanjiro may cry, but he still get the job done. He don't really hesitate.
Yeah, he does. He does. I'll give it to him.
Let that man cry a little bit before he go crazy.
Now, I will say this show does a good job of like, they'll go to the point of like almost annoying you with like what Ninja calls shonen shenanigans, but then they'll like pull back and be like, all right, because like they'll give you like Zenitsu and they'll give you Lord Mountain Lord or whatever, and but then they'll be like, all right, okay, we get it. It's almost like they're watching me through the screen, and I'll be like, and they'll be like, all right, okay.
Can you say this? Their timing is they got good timing. Timing is good.
Cause I'll be like, all right, man. Like when is Zenitsu just going to like grow up and be like dope without having to be asleep and stuff? Like just let him be dope. Like the whole thing. Like I get it. I get you got to get your comedy in there, but like it's because we've seen so many anime. That's why. Like, if this was like my first anime, I'd be like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I guess this is just like a little comedic piece. Like, we've seen so much, I'm just like, bruh, Zenitsu, like, what I need you to do right now is like, just be dope. Because you're dope. Like, just be dope. Hey. And then to the people that write the show and the anime and, do the production, it's like, it's okay for more than one person to be good in this show. Like
No, it
you
ain't.
don't need
No,
you
it
don't
ain't.
need
They gotta go
you don't
main
need the
character.
ugly girl to make the pretty girl look even more pretty.
Hey,
Like
they
everybody
say
can be dope.
they say you got Inosuke who can do all of the above comedy and he kick butt, and you got the pure-hearted good characters. Inosuke got to be the bum. All right, he got to be the
He's the
scrub.
bum.
You got to
But I
be
mean,
the
he
bum.
mad sweet with the lightning.
He ain't got no personality. He got the personality of a rock. Go to sleep,
Oh,
kill
man.
some stuff, and you never
Now,
gonna get the old lady.
now, Thomas D, real quick, do you mind being spoiled on entertainment arc? Because we're about to get into the entertainment arc way deep.
I think he dropped out.
Okay. All right. So Malcolm Lee says satire at its finest. Geeky Andre said characters be ugly crying.
Hey
And
man, again, they gotta get it
so,
out.
but let's set the stage. All right. We find out first, one of my favorite things is, so Tengen or whatever, Tengen's like, yo, I'm a god. And then your boy Kamado, all right, Tanjiro, he's like, a god of what specifically? I was like, before he said anything, I was like, of drip player? Like, do you see the jewels?
Do you not see this around the eye? I ain't doing this for no reason.
Yo, he is literally the Joel Santana of like of the whole Demon Slayer order. Do you see the drip, my dude? He got the bandana to the side with the bedazzlements. Then the bedazzlements coming down. Then he got gold bars thingies on his arm. Like, dude is like, come on, man. Like, dude got gold blades. Like, come on, bro.
He
like,
said, when I was a ninja, I wasn't seen. But when I'm gonna be a Demon Slayer,
I'm be seen.
Coming. They gonna see me coming because I'm that cold.
Yo, homie got 3 wives, son. You know the game. You know what I'm saying? He out here living that like ninja Mormon life, son, but just flashier. All right.
He living like one of the reality shows about being poly, but you know, we gonna skip past that.
Yo, and all his joints on point. He don't have like a homely one and then like kind of like a cute one, and then they all on point. Like he coming through, he chilling. And
they really good ninjas out here. They're really good ninjas.
Bruh, don't ask me what I'm the god of no more, son. Do you see what I'm wearing?
Just know I am one and you're not.
Yeah, you like just know I'm one and you're a buster. All right, just you know that. All right. You you know that I'm dope and you a buster. That's what you need to know. Your boy half butt naked with a boar's head on. Your other boy, like, he can't be good unless he knocked out with snot bubbles. All right. So look, your whole crew is whack. All right. Son, come on, man. Like, don't ask me nothing no more. Just do what I said. Do what I said. Don't ask me no more questions. So, but with your boy Tanjiro, I will give him his props. Can't remember who they were fighting. The fight where like him and Nezuko was basically like side by side. This was like the little undercard match where they got show you get a little rumble on. It was nice. It was nice. Like, oh, okay, cool. Nezuko coming through. All right, I see you, girl. You ain't just huddled up in the box every day. You know what I'm saying? Still, I also wonder, she in there all day. I know she a demon, but does she have to use the bathroom? Cause she be in the box all day.
I mean, she did sleep for 2 years in the first season. So,
oh yeah, you right.
The answer might be no.
Maybe she don't need to use the bathroom. Don't she get hungry for like regular food? Well, nah, because the demon was like, I don't like regular food no more. So maybe she on like a liquid diet. You know what I'm saying?
The sleep nourishes her body.
Yeah, see, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's it. Oh man, Geeky Andre says, I agree. Our squad with Tanjiro, Nezuko, Zenitsu, and Inosuke are all good and contribute. I will say this season they
Balance.
stepped up. They stepped up.
Balance.
I liked the undercover action, even though most people was like, I knew you weren't a girl. Like, one, you was mad ugly, and you sound like a dude. And it's like, you sound like a dude, and you was mad ugly, and like,
But you clean
I
well.
just looked at you.
You're studious. You hardworking.
Yeah, so
Why not?
whatever.
Man, I ain't questioning.
He's like, I ain't gonna stop you. But I like the undercover nature. I thought it was cool. I liked just seeing how scary it was to be alone with either I can't remember the girl's name now. The one, the main, the worm, the worm chick,
Daki.
yeah.
Daki.
Oh, Daki, yeah, because
yeah,
he was like Umi was a whack name and Daki is a dope name or whatever, or vice versa, or whatever it was.
It was because Daki became, I don't know, maybe it's a memory thing, but she picked up the nickname Daki because of her birth. But she was technically supposed to be given the name Umi, but I think the cruel people of the entertainment district called her Daki, as in poison.
All right, cool,
So,
cool.
Either or, but you know.
And then we get to see not only that, but we get to see the master. Well, we actually get to see both masters. But when we get our little like prologue or whatever from the movie that we all paid to see already and had to sit and watch again. When we had to, that one-on-one alone with the master, it was kind of like, yo, man, this is like Damien, but on crack. Cause like this kid is dangerous. All right. Homie had him in pain. Did he even raise his hand? I think he just like raised his hand like this, and dude's whole body was shivering and everything.
Hey man,
I don't know how they're gonna take him down. I'll be honest. I don't know how they're gonna take him down.
I mean, yeah, it was.
And if y'all read the manga or manga, whatever you want to call it, like don't be telling me how they took him down. I don't want to know yet. All right, let me watch.
I only read to the end of the entertainment district because I read ahead because I couldn't take no more. I had to finish it. Then I watched it. So
I just wait until people say this is the season finale, and I'm like, cool. Let me go watch.
I'm going to read the next arc. I'm gonna give it some time. They got me. That's how much I'm in. When I gotta read something for when I gotta start picking up the manga where the anime left off, I've done this only with a few stories. They got me. So I'm all the way in.
All right, and so with this, with they weigh in, how do you feel about like the extra backstory that we got? Because from a pacing level, even though we get our silly shonen shenanigans, which they go up to the point of annoyance and then they pull back. I think we got a lot of backstory that was paced well with the good master and the bad master, and with Daki, and with her brother, and with like with the Super Ninja Tengen. Like we actually got a lot of decent flashbacks that didn't feel like they stunted the story's progression.
The key word is, I think you used earlier, theatrical. It felt theatrical, like it's smooth.
Yeah.
And it's like it settles after somebody, like it never breaks the action. The action of when it starts. They learn from Naruto, which I love Naruto, but they'll have a whole season in the midst of a fight sometimes, or Dragon Ball do that. So
thank you.
Demon Slayer, like, okay, we're not like a weekly show. Like we don't have probably Boruto's budget, believe it or not, because they do a weekly episode forever. Like they on 3 episode 200 and something. But they got it. So Demon Slayer, for one, it's a shorter manga period, so they got to do a lot more with less, as far as to move this story along. So if you really look at the season 2, it's really 10 episodes. They do a lot in these 10 episodes. They even got time to do the flashback where Rengoku's dad apologized to Tanjiro. He was like, I'm a drunk. I need to do better with my life. And he's writing a letter. And they actually use every single thing in the manga to compare it. Since I read both, everything in there got animated and nothing was left on the table. Only one scene from the manga parts of the manga didn't make it into the anime. And that's where all the moons met, just to kind of talk or whatever.
Okay, cool. Because that's another thing that I would say that I don't ever feel lost in the show. Like I never feel like, oh, hold up, what happened? Did I miss an episode? Like I never get that feeling when I'm watching Demon Slayer.
Everything is in order. Everything is animated in order to the story so far. So it flows. Like you say, they don't beat you over the head with backstory, because it's a very simple story at the heart of it. That's what's kind of the beauty of Demon Slayer. Everybody can kind of get it. At the heart of it, a good-natured kid has a tragedy, has to become stronger to fight demons. He don't care about becoming
might have a little mystery around him, because his daddy, all he knew is that his daddy used to like, do stuff with, fire dancing, and then found out that his dad might be able to unlock the key to be like the illest that ever lived. You know what I'm saying?
And he talked about it. He's like, the scar on when he was having problems, he was like, the scar on my head is supposed to symbolize Chosen's like, I got this by accident. He's probably still, karma or something that he's supposed to have that through pain or whatever, because life of a Demon Slayer is hard. Everybody barely survives. And I just sidetrack. I love that no matter how good you are, the villains are villains. You must kill them or they were going to flatten. It don't matter how high of a ranking person you got on your side, you must get a little bit better. But at the end of the day, other than a couple of exceptions, like the demon who helping figure out a cure and Nezuko, everybody else must go. So I love that. As far as I know, they ain't no saving these. Oh, they just gonna go off and be good. No, they got.
Yeah, we don't really have the kind of situation where a lot of protagonists in anime are like, I'm gonna change your hearts and minds.
Ain't no changing.
The reason why is because I'm gonna keep it real. Here in America, they always want to tell one group that all you had to do is change somebody's hearts and minds. And I'm a firm believer in saying, I don't care about your heart or your mind. I want you to be punished when you do wrong, and then besides that, get out of my way. But we ain't gonna go there because it's Demon Slayer.
So
we ain't gonna go there. But he's not.
You may not.
He's not like, oh, I changed this demon, so this demon is now an angel. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't do that. We don't do that.
He realized that. He realized from the first big demon he fought when he was being tested on the mountain. I am going to have to kill them. I hope you get peace on the other side. I'm about to see it.
Oh, hold up. Was it the demon? She was like a doctor or something. Wasn't there
she was.
Yeah, there was like one good.
There's only two.
Yeah, there's two demons that's like, all right, man, look, we don't be killing nobody.
So far, and really 1.5, because if Nezuko get too crazy, she might eat somebody. So she's good only because she got hypnotized, or she would have went, ape wild out here. And she did until
but she helped. She came through at the right time.
Oh, she kicked no girl.
You ain't gonna touch my brother. And then, like, next thing you know, she was like,
out here burning poison and healing you and kicking. And you know what I love? Even though it'll be cool one day when Nezuko can talk again, but all you hear from her is unbridled anger. She's like, don't touch my brother.
Yeah,
and the demon
like, alone. Nobody asked you nothing.
She like, you scrub. Nigga, next thing she yelling. That's all you hear. Like, who is this? They like, who is this scrub? How you gonna touch Daki? And next thing you know, Daki's head is flown off, and Daki is crying about like, what? How you go? You don't even eat humans. How you this strong?
Yo, which lets you know that we got to get some more backstory about the very specific way in which she was changed and this, that, and the third. I mean, I guess they kind of alluded to it because when I was watching, I was like, I think I know where they're about to go, but I'm a wait. You know what I'm saying? I think what they're gonna say is like the master himself was there and like made the change or something or whatever. Because it's like she got way too sweet. Way too quick. Or it could just be the power of love. The power of love plus demon equals mad sweetness.
My brother is good. He has a good spirit. I need to match it. So it's like whatever is going on with him does kind of flow to her. We don't know why, or maybe it's just a spiritual thing, and you just make of it what you will. But I love it. I love whatever. I don't even care if they explain it. Just let her kick more people, kick their bodies off because they deserve it, regardless of which.
I get you. All right, now, real quick.
We're going to get that explanation.
Real quick, because I'm going to try this because your voice is starting to do the robot a little bit. All right? Jump out, jump back in, and we'll see if this works because hopefully it should work.
Gotcha.
And you jump out and we jump back in and I'll bring you back. Because I think it worked last time, so we'll see this time.
Sure.
And while we wait, guys, you know what I'm saying? While we wait, I have to agree. They have such a strong connection. They have such a huge scar around trauma in general that, maybe it is just that, maybe it's just the power of love out there. You know what I'm saying? The power of love then changed it out, and that's what we got. Maybe it's just the power of love that came through and that's it. Oh, go ahead.
You hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Zoom, quit hating.
Zoom, y'all need to stop hating on the player.
That's why your stock going down.
Nah. So, inside this, I think it's time. We talked about a lot, and I do want to talk about some theories and stuff and some more story stuff, but I would be remiss if I don't talk about the main reason I'm here. All right. I love supernatural action, supernatural horror. And when it comes to the action, boy, look.
It ramps up, don't it?
I'm gonna tell y'all this. This is why I said I don't think, look, man, hey, you Ufotable, all right? Whoever y'all is, Ufotable, all right? Whatever your name is, ain't nobody doing it like y'all right now. I'm just, look, man, because when I saw the chains on the sword, I was like, man, look, I don't know how functional that really is. They said, look, it don't matter if it's functional or not. This joint about to look sweet. Care. Homie said, quick, he was sweet. Yo.
Let's be honest.
The way they rotated the camera, as he rotated the swords, as the other dude, what's his name? They put his name up in the chat, Gaitaro or Gaiutaro or whatever. As he was whipping his blood blades, and they rotating, man, look. Yeah.
First of all,
I was like, y'all, look, y'all got the juice now, kid. Y'all got the juice.
First of all, ever since, this is what I love, how, you get the drama, you get the intense inner monologuing with Tanjiro, and then you cut to Inosuke. He's like, where's the demon at? He's hunting for the demon. He's like, all right, muscle mice, get me my swords. I'm glad I trained you. Then when he transformed back into the mountain god, it's just like, you notice how I think they do every time when he's really on, the music kind of drop and then it changes, and then this is where all hell about to break loose, and it ain't gonna stop until pivotal points. And you're literally running and dashing into action. Like, you can't ask for more of an energetic feeling that Inosuke kicks it off. Just like in the movie, where you had all this stuff out, but when he yelled, Inosuke, he broke through the top of the train, and that you listen how the music changed, and then all hell break loose. Like,
he came through.
I know Zetsu got to be there, But the dynamic duo to me is Inosuke and Tanjiro when they fight together. Cause they have the best. Yeah. They're the ones who have like team attack. Now, Zenitsu and Inosuke had some team attack this time. Like it worked.
Yep. Everybody came together. The teamwork, the timing. Like, y'all, it's been a long time since I've been hyped for an anime. Because let's be for real. The industry, in my opinion, is kind of stale. But this joint right here, when they showed the teamwork, when they showed the action and the animation, when they showed the camera work, the dynamic, man, look.
In fact, since we both like basketball, let's throw some analogy out there. One of my favorite scenes to give Inosuke some more love, when Tanjiro had all the hair, Guitar was hating on him, beating him up, whooping up pretty boy with the 3 dope wives, Kanochi, and Guitar was a hater, like, you got 3 wives? Can you please just die now?
He's like, you look good and you got 3 wives?
Like, you rich, you look good, and you got beautiful women that like you? I hate you. It's like, I don't even hate you as a demon. I hate you as a man.
He was like that dude in Belly that was eating a banana, like, had to drop dime on them.
Like, I got killed. It's like, I am going to kill you. Like, if I was human, I would have to kill you. Yeah, because your life is too good.
He's like, I'm too much of a hater to let this pass.
Oh no, this ain't sliding, partner. Oh no. And then he was just tortured. Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna give him some more love in a minute. But when Daki was fighting, first of all, to animate Daki probably takes so much work with all the roads and and all that, and just from the colors and all that. But it was the part where Tanjiro, like, look, he's like, Inosuke. He realized he's all offense. Sometimes you got to Russell Westbrook. He all offense. He got to put the ball in the hole. Sometimes he's Gilbert Arenas. He can't play a lick of defense. Or who else? Who's another one? Who's all offense?
But see, there? No, I'm not going to put him on Gilbert Arenas because Gilbert Arenas only had like 1 hot season, right? And like after that, he couldn't really produce after that. That's what I thought it was funny. On a side note, I thought it was funny that he came in trying to talk about Kwame Brown, where it was like, dude, you realize you had like 1 hot season, and like you was definitely on like your Justin Lin status back then. Like you had 1 real hot season, maybe 2, and then like nobody was seeing you right there.
I'm gonna give him 3 at least. He had 3 really good all-star season, and he was for a second round.
Okay.
3 hot ones. Then we didn't say Hibachi no more. Then it was over because they had gun charges and it all imploded.
Yeah, because he wanted to bring the gun to the practice and it just.
I mean,
that's what you pay security for, B. Pay security so you don't have to do this mess.
Who he had to pull the gun on, who's in jail right now, and he might have needed to. But that's neither here nor there. But you had in those cases, all offense. And Tanjiro's like, okay, he's the fastest to do this. We gotta protect him to do this. Now they had the right theory down. In fact, they did cut her head off until they realized, we gotta cut both off at the same time. Like what this show
both of them have to be beheaded.
And this is like he was number 6 of the upper moons. This guy is hard. Like, old boy will never play the guitar again. He ain't got no hand. I don't know, like he ain't never swinging dual blades. Like,
but he was holding them down when he had to though. He worked that nub. He took that nub and he did everything he could.
He worked that nub.
Yo, he worked that nub and he worked it good.
Lost the eye.
Man, look. He said, all right, man, look, I'm going to just lay up with my ladies from now on, man. I'm out.
He straight like, I'm retiring. But that fight with Guitaro, I just got to show Guitaro. So, first of all, the voice actor, he was such a hater. But he was funny.
He did a good job sounding like a hater.
He was kind of terrifying at the same time. And he was like, if you're going to play a demon, it just to say that, like, he got joy out of it. But it was like, he had that one inkling of human compassion. It was like Tanjiro. He's like, I'm going to kill you. He's like, but man, look at you. You pathetic. Your little sister gotta protect you. Do you like
weak?
The temptation? I do like that. Tanjiro realized that if I was turned into a demon, I could be this guy. And Tanjiro, it was like the temptation of Tanjiro. He was like, I ain't never giving up. That's why I know Thomas D, I'm messing with you. That's why he ain't soft. This is why, like, you gotta. This your spirit is really
like
being tested.
He cry a lot. He lets a lot of the
but
emotion
his
flow.
Spirit is
but
being
he not.
wrecked. Yeah. It's not like, Deku who need to quick cry sometimes. Just like,
Deku.
I love Deku.
Bruh, I haven't even finished this season because I'm like, dude, you about to get on my nerves. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna finish up this season. We can talk about My Hero too. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, unless the season isn't over, I don't know. I got tired. I got tired of. I wanted to get to the story. Like, let's get to the plot.
It's over. But Tanjiro and Deku are not the same. All right. Nah. That's just my opinion. So
Tanjiro's dope. Malcolm Lee says 2 swords up. Also said, I thought he was a clown at first, but then I'm like, nah, he the flyest ninja out there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so props, much love to Tengen doing his thing.
Tengen, man, just
like dope. he did it. And honestly, I got one person I need to hate on. All right, the Hashira that came at the end when everything was over.
Oh, well, he's a hater though.
Now my thing is this though. I feel like you showed up way too quick. Like, dude, did you know that we was in trouble? Cause like, bruh, you feel free to help. I mean, dang. Like, don't you see what we was dealing with out here? Oh, so what you want to do is come through at the end and be like, look like y'all was having problems. Yeah. You gonna help? You know what I'm saying?
I just got mad. He was like, you can't give up and retire. He's like, boy, I am retiring. I got enough. I got enough.
I ain't got no more for y'all. He was like, but there's another that's coming up. He's strong. You know what I'm saying? He was like, he just need a little help. Because honestly, he almost took down Daki on his own. He was close. He was close. But then nobody gave out. He would have
did it himself. They still, Tengen figured out like, oh, we got to kill both of y'all at the same time. So it would have been
like, what is it? I can't remember who in the chat. It might have been Geeky Andre, but it's like, these are straight up kids fighting against full straight up demons.
Upper level demons.
And Japan, I need to talk to y'all on this for a second. Japan, look, y'all put way too much stuff on y'all kids. Like, I know people gonna be like, look, in some countries, kids fight wars. I know, but they shouldn't have to.
Have to.
If you look at like God of High School, like, bro, they're in high school. Like they shouldn't have to do this. They kids still. Like, yo, man, you 14. Now I need you to accept the power of the star and then go fight off all the evil. You be like, what? I'm like, yo, man, I'm 14.
Was so ridiculous. They didn't even go to high school. They went to high school one day and they fight against, but it's Korean. It's like God. I couldn't finish God of High School. It looks pretty in the fight.
Yeah, it looks pretty, but you just gotta know. I watched it. It's pretty, but it's
I gotta read it. I would rather read it because clearly something is off with this.
God of High School. God of High School kind of looks like sort of like a resume of like, this is the animation we can do. And we just like, this is, hey, we're a studio and this is what we can do.
I barely got past the wrestling part where it was like all the ring. Like, oh, this is cool. If this stayed this way. After that, I was like,
nah, bro. They was like, we gonna take aliens and angels and all kind. I'm like, what in the world is going on in this story? But
once I saw the giant drill one time, I didn't know what the hell. I like, who is what, and why?
So, and that's perfect on that thing where I was saying, never feeling like I'm lost. Demon Slayer, I never feel like I'm lost on anything. For a second, I was like, hold on, where the muscle mice? And I was like, oh, all right. I was like, all right, cool. I'll let it slide. I'll let it roll right now. We gonna roll. But my one question is to people out there that read the books, just give me a yes or no, because this is something that I don't like about supernatural stuff in general when it comes to popular media. But I know that there's a problem when you introduce this. Okay, we got demons, right? Why don't we ever have angels? Where are the angels at? Now I know if you introduce angels, you create a problem. I know you do. Because if you introduce angels, you'll be like, well then, why didn't they just stop them? Why didn't the angels just fight them? Or are the angels, locked behind some weird plot device where they're not able to interfere or something like that? I understand, but the issue is, if you're in the show, we have night and day, we have man and woman, we have up and down. If you have demon, or you have good and evil. Well, if you have demon, why don't we have angel? And it's not only Demon Slayer that does this. There's a lot of supernatural, there's a lot of supernatural media that does this.
Well,
like you'll see whenever they have an exorcism movie, it seemed like the demons could do anything in the world. And I'm like, well, can we get some angelic help up in this joint? Like, we just gonna pray and throw water up in here?
Let's throw in one of our recent discussions when Dr. Fate, idiotic self, couldn't get help. And Lords of Chaos and everything. So that's another example. And also, it kind of, even when you always go back to the mythologies where they always have some cultures or whatever have the guys just like, all right, man, I created you. Go deal with these monsters. Have fun. We created our problems. You deal with it.
Go deal with the monsters.
Look at all the Greek mythologies. Like, I had sex with a horse or something and created this terrible monster that's your brother, but you go kill it, Jason of the Argonauts. You go kill it, Hercules.
Don't handle that.
Don't handle this. I turned this man to a whole unkillable monster, but I ain't gonna touch him no more. I'm busy. Go kill him. Go cut his head off. Medusa. We punished Medusa because she looked too good out here, and when the guy got jealous, you go cut her head off.
She looked too good out here.
Wasn't that the story? She looked too good out here, and she was charming people. And I think it was Aphrodite got pissed, it was Aphrodite and Hera, and it's always one of them two a-holes getting pissed.
Yo, and cursing people. I will say, what is it? The anime, what is it? God of can't remember on Netflix. I was like, yo, if someone who doesn't watch a lot of mythology, like, yo, your boy, your boy out here just making it bad for humans in general. Like, actually, if Zeus, just stayed his butt at home, love should have brought you home last night. See, if Zeus just stayed home, humans would actually be kind of chilling. Everything be fine.
Zeus
you made this happen. You cheating is why we got to get killed.
I got to do something stupid because it's never going to fall back on me. But I guess, and then who knows with Japan and some other Asian cultures, who knows how it's perceived if they're Buddhists or something. Maybe it's just man is meant to suffer, and it's like you got to overcome it, and man is technically its own worst enemy. Because what I do like though, for us in the, to not go deep into religion, but as the Christian, Judeo-Christian part of it, you notice something about all the humans they revealed who turned into demons, who got that offer, they was always at their lowest point of life. They gave up.
Yep.
And they said, I can't deal with this no more. I need to make somebody suffer. And it really is I appreciate them even saying, you know what, Tanjiro? You ain't so bad. You got a sister. She's already a demon. You already failed. Why don't you come join us?
You already failed.
Yeah, he's like, or I can kill you. How you want it? You got two choices.
You already failed. I mean,
you're a loser. It was like, and then he headbutt him. It was like, and Tanjiro said, I will wait for this moment. So that's why he said, I was ready.
He was smart. So you take stuff like that with our characters generally being smart. No long haggling scenes where it's like, I want to help out Tengen. I don't think we should help. No, he was like, I want to help out. And Inosuke was like, word up, we're going to do that. It will jump in. We don't get those haggling scenes We do get some shonen shenanigans, but it is shonen. So
Look, what happened
that's
with
what it is.
Tanjiro was like, he jumped in. He was like, I gotta jump out and go fight Daki. He was like, yeah, get out of here. Like,
It's all good. Don't worry about it. So
just go fight her.
Yeah, go do your thing, kid. So the teamwork, the animation, the level of story, they killed it. I think it was 10 or 11 episodes this season. 11. At least on Crunchyroll, it's 11. So
Yeah.
But 11 episodes. Yo, man, look, it's dope. I invite someone to cut me a version without the intro and outro of the episodes and just pack it together. So I had to be like, all right, skip to the next episode. Because the Crunchyroll app don't work like Netflix, so it don't allow you to skip as fast as you should.
So hard.
Man,
oh my God,
Crunchyroll, look, all right, before we get out of here.
It buffers so bad. And you can have the best internet.
Bruh, look. Crunchyroll. Just
or Sony.
Straight up
Sony.
You know what I'm saying? Sony, just look at Netflix and take what they doing and do it. I shouldn't have to skip the intro. I should have a button that says skip intro. I don't come on, man. Help us, man.
You get
help
all
us.
of it. It's actually, and if you have Hulu, it was smoother to watch on Hulu if you had without commercials.
Oh, but, yeah.
I got the hookup for the VRV/Crunchyroll account, so I was like,
see, I don't have the VRV. I just got Crunchyroll, and I do have the Hulu with no ads and stuff. But it seemed like it takes forever for Hulu to get episodes. So
no, they was getting these right.
Oh, what?
They got them before. Crunchyroll had to do something where it had to they renamed it the Entertainment District, then they brought it back in under the banner. So Crunchyroll didn't have first. Hulu had it right away. So that's why I started with Hulu. It was
so you know what? When I run it back, I'll probably run it back on Hulu instead. Because
if you got Hulu, run it back on Hulu.
I got all them joints. You know what I'm saying? Look, I got all them joints because I don't watch regular TV no more. I don't watch regular TV. I have not not had cable in the ways that people refer to cable, got the box on the TV. I haven't had that in 10, 12 years.
Have
yo.
YouTube TV and apps.
I
only got YouTube for sports because because ESPN app is garbage. But on purpose probably.
ESPN app is not that great. It's not. ESPN Plus isn't that great either.
If you're watching the ESPN app, you gotta have just like Crunchyroll. Don't touch it. It's gonna start buffering to the end of time, and you're gonna be mad. You're gonna be like lag play. You're gonna see a dunk there. Everybody gonna be like, "Ooh, you missed it." They'll be like, "Ooh, we got dunk though." And then you'll see what'll happen is to catch up. The stream will show the dunk happen real fast, and then everybody run up and down, and then it'll catch up. Man, look. Anyway, you missed the whole replay.
All right, look. Basically, we out of here, y'all. Demon Slayer season 2 was hotness. Don't look. Ufotable. Don't remake the movie into a season no more. Just don't do that. But besides that, we here. All right.
I'm gonna make a wild assumption.
We here.
I don't think we get another movie for another 2 years. I don't think we get a movie until one of the last arcs. Now it is
cool.
It is because they already announced season 3. Newsflash, y'all. Yeah. It's called the Sword Village arc. It's coming. We don't know when. It might.
And we got the announcement of Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 today as well. Year. It's coming next year, so don't. You be
I got time to catch up now. Because it's God, next year, 2023. How the hell are they coming out in 2022?
The trip is though, time flies, bro. It'll be Thanksgiving before we look up and be like, oh snap.
I mean, hey,
it's Black Friday. You know what I'm saying?
I was complaining about why I gotta wait so long for Doctor Strange. And here he is, and also here's the Batman. The Batman just seemed like it was just announced. It comes out in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and they actually got me interested in trying to find me a drive-in theater or something because I still don't trust y'all. And y'all out here in LA talking about y'all want to go to places with your mask out and face all open. If y'all know of a drive-in theater in the LA area, holla at your boy, cause that's what I'm trying to do. Cause I don't want to be in there with y'all like that. All right, like look, Keith and I said it before. Until you can take care of COVID with like Tylenol, PM COVID or something. Until then, nah, bruh. Just like they got Tylenol flu. Until they got Tylenol COVID, I ain't want to roll with y'all.
Just a quick aside, your governments are trying to kill you. Like, or your governments don't care. I work for a government. I ain't gonna say which government, but I work as for a library.
Good.
And it ain't the libraries, but it's like they didn't drop the mask mandate again because not enough people are dying right now. Bruh,
dude, the idea is to like get it down to zero.
I'm in Louisiana.
They're like, February. Hey.
It's Mardi Gras season. Then it's gonna be St. Patrick's Day. Basically, we're gonna have a lot of drunk people. We have had a lot of drunk people partying several places around this state.
Oh, COVID about to get crazy.
This spring break comes back, like all through the South. Like literally next door, Mississippi. Shout out to Mississippi spring break. They be cutting up in Biloxi. Go look it up on IG if you can. Cutting up. I've been to it before. Cutting up.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you like this. All right, y'all protect your neck. All right, because people still dying over it. But I guess like the government's like it's an acceptable level of people dying.
They're like, we gotta get them.
I'm trying to remember. I think it was in Virginia. We were looking at the numbers in like the 7x7 area, which is like Hampton, Norfolk, Chesapeake, Suffolk, whatever. And they were like, like only 58 people died today. And I'm like, that's 58 families experiencing loss of a person that will never return. That's a huge deal. It's not a small thing. It's a huge deal. And that's just in like one city, bruh. We ain't talking about other cities.
That's basically a whole assembly of people. If you go into a meeting,
like 58 people. Even if they have a job. Go to a room. Everybody talking about immediate family, like mom and dad or something like that. That means that there's 100 and some change people sad today because
people don't care until it happens to them, and then they gonna realize those people that nobody cares. Then, not saying that people aren't compassionate, this and that, but as a whole, before they dropped the mask date, I had people like just a little teller. I'm going off. I'm gonna wrap it up, but I got like a little teller window. One little pale person. Was being a little stupid. She gonna stick her head sideways, literally like this under there. I'm like, I really wanted to jab her in the eye. Like, get out of it. I said, can you get your head from under there, please?
Man, you can't put your head.
You gotta wear a mask.
Man, you can't put your head in that.
And other people were doing it just because they act like they don't understand. Like they made.
I can hear you.
I can hear you. I said,
I can hear you. This ain't soundproof. I got you.
And I got in trouble. Not in trouble, but I had a little talking to. I'm like, yo, I said she was being a jackass. I said, y'all, she could hear. Like she was being stupid. I'm like, I don't care, man. But fine. What? I'm like,
yo, I saw. I was at the hospital the other day. Saw a dude, like a 50-something white man, fall in the floor, sprawled out like a toddler, because he wanted to be in the front of the line for prescriptions. No lie, bruh. And I was like, and the funny thing is, I reacted like I was just as mad as the teller because he threw his prescription paper. It was a brother that was behind there. And I was like, yo, hold up. And we both kind of said the same thing. And I was like, no. You know what's funny? It's solidarity up in here. It's solidarity. You ain't going to do that in Black History Month, all right? You ain't going to do that in Black History Month.
The people who live in a town that's a little more pale than the overall parish, parish equal county, for those who don't know.
Yeah.
They act like their land is some magical place where COVID don't exist. The lady, she's a regular. She's generally nice. She's like, I said, yeah. She's like, oh, y'all the last ones holding on to that mask mandate. I said, no, the city parish is. They really think they're not in the parish. I said, your city is in the parish. Therefore, I was about to say, your black mayor is the city parish president. Just because your municipality got a little mayor, don't mean that she ain't over that. That's why the buildings that are parish owned must wear this for now as the mandate is on. And then they go yank it a few days later. I'm just like, bruh, why you think I love coming on this podcast talking about stuff I love like Demon Slayer? Because it's like
Y'all gonna make me go crazy.
It's Groundhog's Day, bruh. I say this with a smile, but I just wish I had a cattle prod and I could just take some of y'all asses at the damn desk.
Well, the way I am with it right now, I'm like, look, if y'all promise, here's how I am right now. If y'all promise to shut up about it, I'll let y'all wear no mask. I'll let y'all go out because I'm tired of hearing it. Look,
just
we already know. We've done the research. The research has been done. We know. Look, I don't care. If you promise to shut up, go ahead. Do your thing. Live your life. Be free. Now, I'm a chill because I've been in the hospital and seen the procession of multiple families go in, hear them screaming, crying because that was going to be their last time seeing that person, and then coming out. Multiple families. I've seen that. So, I know it's, but I'm like, yo, look, if y'all shut up about it, I won't say, look, take your mask off. Because I'm just tired of hearing it now. I'm honestly just tired.
I wish Tanjiro could slash COVID with his magical demon killing sword. Because, God, it would be so nice to have one of them to slash this away.
Like, man, let's do away with that. Let's just do away with it. We done.
But I guess I'm going to try the theaters for the Batman. I'm going to try. On
Batman, I'm not interested in. Doctor Strange, I am. But I'm going to see if I can find me a drive-in. And then I could be, my windows up. I could be chilling. You know what I'm saying?
After those two, I'm kind of done for a while.
Yeah, pretty much Doctor Strange. That's about it for me.
Because what else? Marvel got Love and Thunder, I think later this year. And the mystery of that is Black Panther 2. Recast T'Challa.
Look, anyway, tell them where they can find you. We ain't even gonna get started on that.
You can find me at www.blerd-ish.com. That's www.blerdish.com. I got coupons all the way through Black History and the first week of Mardi Gras, which is the first week of March. So celebrating some local culture, of course, celebrating the culture. And I got a pop-up Friday. I'm supposed to be going to Mobile Anime Fest. It's an ABC convention in April. And some other local cons coming up too as well. So
I just put the link to your website in the chat. What's the coupon code or whatever?
I think it's Blerdish BHM. I have it on my IG.
All right, guys, go on his IG, but I put the website in the link in the chat. I'm gonna go pick up some shirts too. I need some more shirts anyway.
By the way,
pick up some more shirts. So that's what I need.
Any sale posts, I've been slipping, man. I haven't put up one for February, but you can use any sale post. I say this all the time because I've been speaking, man. Look, you heard what I did. I still
got a big show that I'm trying to put together before the end of February, so I get it. We got one more week, y'all. All right, and then it's over. Look, they're gonna act like we don't exist no more.
I'm still waiting on the video edits.
We got bruh. Look, things got thrown back, but things about to look a little brighter too. Hopefully, some behind the scenes stuff. But that said, shout out to everybody. Thomas D for coming through. Nice to have you on. You know what I'm saying? Hiki Andre had Open Mind come through. Malcolm Lee. Who else wrote through this piece?
Open Mind be making me laugh, man.
Open Mind the trip. Actually, Open Mind had some super funny stuff happen today. We'll talk about it on live tomorrow with some NERDSoul gaming. Shout out to Ninja shout out to Ninja Sama. Shout out to the Ninja. And shout out to Gamma Ray. They would have been here today, but they had other things going on. So much love to them. We love all y'all. From us to you, it's NERDSoul. Like, share, podcast it, all that. You know the thing. You know the deal.
I want y'all on the next anime one, man. Y'all supposed to join. Man.
I know y'all be busy. I know schedules be crazy, so I get it.
They important people.
So from us to you, thank you for watching and peace. We out.